everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Annalisa from Creative and Curious Learning and Living here on YouTube, and I am going to share my curriculum picks for second grade this fall with my second grader, and we're gonna dive right into it. So let's start with reading. So we have been using All About Reading since the beginning, and we are currently working through level 2. We are on lesson 25, so we are going to take a little bit of a break for the summer and continue reading in a different way, and then work through this. And then we do have level 3 to work on when we are finished this, because we will finish this like probably halfway through the year, but yes. And then we're also slowly working through level 2 of spelling, and then to add in more of a writing language arts approach on top of All About Reading, we have started using the level 1 language arts and literature course book from The Good and the Beautiful. This is the free download, and yeah, we are really liking it. It's giving us a more hands-on writing experience, and we're just trying it out. We're also picked up some Explode the Code books to work on and get into our writing, and just have different ways to supplement what he's learning in All About Reading and just give him different ways to learn. I do not have those yet, but I will do a unboxing when those come to share that. But yeah, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to experiment. We're going to see what works best for him when it comes to writing and reading skills that he is learning. And now it's time to add in that more in-depth language arts curriculum, since he is learning to read more and he is getting good at it. So that is what we're trying out. We will also be using the Good and the Beautiful curriculum for handwriting. We are working on level 2. We have been working through this last year in his grade 1 year. He is a very good writer. He knows his letters very, very well, but he just needs a little bit more practice with the line placement and figuring that out, and it doesn't hurt to practice so that he gets more confident in his writing. And yeah, he just loves the activities at the end. He's like, what do I get to do? So we will continue to work through this, and then once he has worked through this, we will probably move on to level 3, and we will introduce cursive. Yeah, so he has a lot more to do. He's been working through this very slowly, so he will continue to work on this, and then yeah, we will move on to level 3 of handwriting, and we will get to cursive. So I'm excited to continue this and see his creativity and his writing improve. Before I close out this video, I also realized that I forgot to include one more resource that I have been using for my oldest in grade 1, and we will be continuing to use it in grade 2. It is this curriculum by Evan Moore, Beginning Geography, and it is a curriculum you can use from kindergarten to grade 2. I feel like you could use this a little bit beyond as well. It has map skills, landforms, bodies of water, continents, and ocean. So this will accompany and has been accompanying the master books My Story, My World. Gave us some hands-on resources, and it comes with 2 big maps, which I have just put in here. I did take this apart and bind it, and we have been slowly working through this, and we are almost done, but we will be continuing this in the fall, and we have really, really liked this resource. And to go along with that, I picked up this hands-on world globe art kit from Dollarama, which is a Canadian dollar store, and it comes with a spinning globe, 5 sheets of stickers, metallic sticker sheets, glow-in-the-dark sticker sheet, glitter glue, and marker pen. I do not know how the glitter ones work, but so yeah, we have been working on this globe, and my son has been able to put these stickers on as we travel the different countries in My World, My Story, My World 1. So, and then the flags. So as we continue to learn about the flags in my country, my world, I can't remember exactly what it is called, but as we continue to explore the world through the geography and the map book and the different master book geography curriculums, to see how we as a person fit into the community and into the world and where we live and how other people live. We can continue to add the maps. We added the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, and we added the little trees where they go and animals, and we're going to explore more animals in this book this coming year. And yeah, it comes like this inside the box. And if you see these at Dollarama, I got these a little while ago. I picked up a few of them for my kids and an extra one as well, just in case we needed extra letters. There was actually not enough letters to spell Pacific for the ocean, so I don't know. We used the pen. And then these are what the sticker sheet looks like, and you get a glitter glue and a little pen. And we did go ahead and spray paint this a different color just for fun because we had some extra spray paint on hand. But if you see this or something similar, this is just so fun to add to the homeschool experience. And they can create their own globe. And this is the glitter glue. He put the glitter glue down here because he wanted to create his own Antarctica. So super, super fun. I'm excited to continue this, and I love this piece. So that is another curriculum we are going to be using. And then we are going to be using the Healthy Habits for Healthy Kids grades 1 to 2. We have slowly been working through this because it is for grades 1 to 2. We did this in kindergarten and we really enjoyed it. This one goes a little bit more in depth, but it's just a bunch of worksheets and asking them like what are nuts? Is an almond a nut? Is a hazelnut a nut? Is a pecan a nut? Very simple, just all the food groups, how to be healthy, what can you do to stay healthy. Just gets you to think outside the box about what you're eating and how you can do better with that, and just it has been really helpful. So I'm excited to continue to use that. And then let's talk math. So these are Jump Math 2.1 and 2.2. So this curriculum comes in 2 books per year. It's about $24 for both of these books, which is really, really good. This will always be my core math right now. This is what I love. We've used it from the beginning, and it's very simple. It's black and white, but I know that I'm hitting the topics that we need to. There's also resources on their website that I have never used, but yeah, I really like how it's open and go, pretty easy to navigate. It usually has an example of what you're supposed to accomplish and practice, but I do want to add in a little bit more math this year, and because it's free and I just want to experiment, because the beauty of homeschool is you can experiment, you can add things in, and if it's not working for you, you can take them away. I know that this works for us, but sometimes my kids need a little bit more because they're very good at math, and so I want to enrich their learning experience but not go overboard. So I want to go ahead and try out the Good and the Beautiful math. My boys love art as well, and we're always creating something in our home. My son, my oldest and my youngest, but mostly my oldest, has a little space in part of my craft room, and my youngest will go in there too every once in a while, or he'll be creating at the table, but my oldest has a little spot, his own little desk, and he's always creating something, and both of them. But so I thought that this was just really beautiful for them. Just they love like stuff like this, and I just think that this is going to introduce some concepts that Jump Math hasn't got to. I love Jump Math. It hits the points. Sometimes it takes a while to build on things, and I love the calendar work in here. There's a lot of different calendar work in The Good and the Beautiful, and we have been doing some calendar work ourselves that we've added in, but I just love how this brings calendar work into math. Like, you don't even really think about it. Like, the calendar is a math, but it's like, I just really loved this. Like, fill in the calendar. We already do this, but I think it'll be really cool for him to see, like, that's part of math. We use the numbers, and these lessons I'm hoping will explain some of these concepts to him in a different way. So I am definitely excited about this. I just printed this off and bound it. So I don't know if this is going to work for us, but we're going to try it out. I feel like I'm only going to do this once or twice a week. Something I do with him, and then the jump math is something he can do on his own for the most part while I am teaching my younger son some of his math concepts, or doing maybe a reading lesson with him. So yes, that is what I am thinking, and we will see how it goes. And then for science, we are going to be using this as our main curriculum. This is the Master Books Let's Talk Science Adventures in the Physical World Level 2. And I'm really excited about this. It's going to be an amazing topics that my son loves. Mechanical energy, potential and kinetic energy, friction and force, pulleys, gears, levers, chemical energy, matter, magnets, electric energy, and so many other things. Intro to geology, yes, and sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. I also picked up the Canadian Rocks kit, which I shared in my haul video to go along with that. So that will be super, super fun. And then I also picked up the level 3 Let's Talk Science Adventures on Planet Earth. So this one talks about biomes and ecosystems and all of that. And this is just to encourage my son. He's already building his own biome boxes based off of Minecraft. And I love that he's taking Minecraft away from the screen and doing his own hands-on projects with cardboard and sponges and all of that. And so I got this. We're probably going to do this as like an extra unit, maybe, or maybe we'll save it to level grade 3, but I don't know. But I picked it up to encourage him in building these biome boxes that he is initiating on his own. So I will share with you at some point, maybe, how that goes, or if we keep it till next year. That might just be like an extra morning basket, or maybe an afternoon time thing. Anyways, so then we have social studies. So for social studies, we're going to be using My Story, My Country, My World 2. So this one goes a little bit more in depth and gives you the flags of the world, and just you travel around the world, learning about the world. We loved My Story 1. So we're excited to use this again and just explore the world. And then we will also be using this Global Communities book for grade 2. And I feel like this is kind of similar to the My Story, My Country, My World, but this seems more fun. But yeah, this is just a different approach to it, and this is going to give us a few more facts and some different ways to approach it. So we will just work through this. There's different worksheets, my Explorer's Journal, so yeah, definitely just another great resource to talk about communities and what that looks like. And yeah, this will just be an extra resource to My Story. So, and then we also picked up the Canada map book, and it has the Canada on the back like that. And yeah, so this just has a bunch of maps in it, some cut and paste things, map cutouts, and then like label the maps. There's just one identifying and just asking questions. Canada word search. and then label the map. So, yeah. And then I'm also going to be creating my own Canadian unit study. I would like my oldest, to try and remember all the provinces and territories of Canada either this year or next year, but learn that. So I picked all of these books up at the thrift store for really cheap. They're usually $7.99 each, but I did not pay $7.99 each for this. So there is one for every province and every territory. So I'm going to do like a mini unit study, like read one of these every week, do some worksheets based on these that I can find. There is free printables out there, so I have been slowly collecting resources, and I have some resources also coming in the mail, a book and a few other things that I'm going to be using to create a Canadian unit study. So I will share those resources when they come in, and I'm excited to create this mini unit, and I hope to share it with you in the future for our Canadian unit study. So I'll just show you, we have the Newfoundland and Labrador. We have Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. These are from Scholastic, by the way. And Ontario, Alberta, Quebec, Saskatchewan, British Columbia, Manitoba, the Yukon. None of it, fun fact, none of it is a newer territory, and when I was growing up learning about Canada, none of it didn't exist. So it is very random talking about none of it and teaching my child about the provinces and territories and being like, there's 3 territories. When I was growing up, there was only 2. So it's just a fun random fact. And then we have the Northwest Territories. So that is my resources to add in more Canadian studies to our social studies. And yeah, I'm hoping to put together a video of how I go about that, some of the resources that I choose, and yes, so stay tuned for that. And then we have Bible. So for Bible this year, we will be doing More Than Words, Living Faith Bible Curriculum by Rebecca Spooner. I am really, really excited about this. I am not even sure if I'm going to do it right in the book. I may go ahead and photocopy it to use it with my other children in the future, but I might just do this as a read aloud and get him to copy the work into like a notebook and create like a Bible journaling notebook. Since we already did that, I think that it would mean more to him, and it's something that he can look back on instead of these worksheets. So I'm excited to talk about these concepts in here and just see him grow in his love for God. And we'll definitely be doing more Bible in our morning basket and different things, and just navigating the love of God throughout our homeschool. But I'm excited to use this curriculum. It covers a lot of topics. The Trinity. God is love, God is good, God is eternal, God is everywhere, God is beyond understanding, God knows everything. What is God's name? Created and loved, fallen and imperfect, chosen, saved, adopted, imitator of Christ, called. Who does God say you are? How to pray, how to use your Bible, what is worship, works versus faith, gifts of the Spirit, fruits of the Spirit, the 10 Commandments, armor of God, two-way conversations, hide and seek, draw near to me, pray all the time, rooted to the vine, meditate on the word, take every thought captive, making wise choices. And yeah, that is all. So a lot of like big topics to cover. So I'm excited about this. So that is all of my picks for grade 2 this year. A lot of new stuff to explore, and I am excited for it. I know that my oldest is excited for it. We actually just finished up our school year, and he's already asking like, can I do grade 2? And I'm like, no, we need to take a break. I need to prepare for some stuff, and yeah, I need a break. But he is my He's my eager learner, and I love that. So he's excited to do school and keep on learning. And yes, if there's anything that you would like me to share a little bit more about, or you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below, and I will definitely try and share as much of the Canadian unit study that I am creating with you as I go. And yeah, so that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channels, and I can share my homeschooling journey with you and hopefully inspire you along the way. Bye for now.